Hello. There we go. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to the stream. For real, I hope. With me, Forte07. Keep your fingers crossed. Something else doesn't break. Because my microphone unplugged itself and I moved the boom arm. And if you missed it, I'm having some technical difficulties today. Because of course I am. It's a Monday, right? So... yeah, fingers crossed. Today is March 14th. It's Pi Day. It's also Learn About Butterflies Day. Butterflies are cool. I know some stuff about butterflies. How much am I supposed to learn about the butterflies? Anyway, we are back with the Final Fantasies. If you remember 2 weeks ago, we couldn't play last week because they were fixing the game, and then apparently they broke the game a little bit, and they fixed the game again. But they were under maintenance, so we couldn't play last week. But we can play now. And 2 weeks ago, we got to the point where we can actually do our main story quest. By doing all the other primal stuff. So we could do that. We could do that. But, if I recall correctly, there is an event going on right now. So we might go do the event. Because we might. I don't know, I saw a thing for it, but I also saw something for, was it Moogle currency drops for items. Little Ladies Day began today. What the fuck does that mean? I'm gonna click on it and find out. Every girl deserves to feel like a princess, so once again, Ulda is dressed in precious peach-colored decor to celebrate Little Ladies Day. Okay. Style icon. I have to dress up for this? In the game? Oh, I can get a little crown. Yeah, let's go. Let's go check it out. I'm curious. Nope, wrong button. The Moogle stuff is interesting, and I think what Praetorium gives you 10 Moogle things, I'm like, oh yay, I can just sit here and play Praetorium all damn night. My favorite thing to do. I'll be honest, I thought this lady was naked. She's in like a bathing suit, and I'm like, oh, that's a good start. That's a very good start. Hold on. So since maintenance, I haven't actually logged in, and I'm mad at myself because I let some fucking jumbo jackpot tickets expire without me. I did not check my thing. So that's annoying. It means I also have not checked in here. Oh, level 40. Wait, a failure, did he say? Ah, oh, dingus. Well, whatever, we got level ups, I don't care. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Squadron. Can I take on that mission? Gladiator. But I don't have enough of whatever that is. Physical ability. Oh, it's only down by 9. Yeah, I'll try it. See how bad it goes. Okay. So let's do Little Ladies Day. Oh, actually, it's March 14th in Japan, isn't it? Like White Day? We don't do White Day here. Why does it feel laggier than normal? Does it look laggier than normal to you guys, or is it just because there's a shit ton of people here that normally are not here? It is normally not this busy. out here? Did I run past the NPC? Okay, there's going to be an NPC there, because there's a bunch of people viewing cutscenes. In a corner. I'm looking for Maribel. Are you Maribel? Yes, you are. Hi, ma'am. Sure. It's the shit ton of people. Okay. Like, normally it's not this busy when I'm in Ul'dah. This is like the first time I can think of... Well, no, I guess they did, what, the yearly anniversary thing here in Ul'dah, but I caught that, like, it's the day of the event. Or the day the event started, so of course everybody's here. Yes, you'll do just splendidly. You there, yes, you darling. Oh, it's a darling with an H in it. I'm not saying it like that. I don't know how to say that. How do you say it? I don't know. What say you to becoming a first-place fashion icon? I have a Moogle staff. I'm already a first-place fashion icon. Lady. Oh, forgive me. Where are my manners? My name is Maribel, darling, and I'm one of, Estam's, fucking goddammit. Aesthetic's finest accessory artisans, which is how I plan to introduce myself once I complete my apprenticeship. Okay. Now, the crown jewel this year's Little Ladies' Day festivity is a walk-off, an event in which the visually savvy strut the stage and vie for style supremacy. And while I'm no novice when it comes to competition of this sort, I'm also not much of a winner, darling. To be perfectly honest, I've never once managed to come out on top. But now that you're here, I'm certain my fortunes are about to change. You're sorely mistaken. I like your earring, though. After all, an adventurer such as yourself possesses so much of what I lack. Knowledge, darling. Oh, daring. Oops. And not least of all, experience. So what say you? Care to help this diamond in the rough earn her maiden victory? I guess. Yeah, sure. I am obviously dressed for fashion in my tattered leather outfit. I'm guessing it's leather. Splendid, darling. You won't regret this in the least. I just want a crown. Now then, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? Participants complete in pairs of 2, 1 designer and 1 model. Uh-oh. There are no restrictions on who can join. Style icons of all shapes and sizes may enter. The only condition is those who walk on stage don an ensemble inspired by the holiday. But as far as themes go, it's a touch broad. Makes it rather difficult to decide on the direction for the costume. Perhaps you can offer some inspiration, though. Tell me, what's one word that comes to your mind when you think of Little Ladies' Day? Pink. This one, I guess. Interesting. I suppose that should come as no surprise, given that the origins of this holiday lie in the tale of gorgeous Princess Ediva's disappearance from the palace. Is that a thing to celebrate? The princess disappearing? Alright. And while I appreciate your input, darling, I'm afraid that's a bit too on the nose. Okay. If I'm to create a truly prize-worthy ensemble, I'll require more inspiration. Wait, we could survey the citizens. Yes, that's a fabulous idea if I do say so myself. Listen, darling, you and I will go... Okay. I'm not reading that. It's go around, talk to NPCs, go find lady, talk to lady. Where are the NPCs I need to talk to? None of them are out here, because why would they be out here? Yeah, this is considered fairly busy for Ul'dah, isn't it? I don't think a lot of people normally hang out here. If they do, they're always, in the market, I suppose. This does not go where I thought it would, because I'm dumb. I don't know why I ran over here. I needed to go down the other alleyway crossover thing, whatever. I mean, it feels more springy out here than Little Ladies' Day or something, but it doesn't seem as festive as some of the other events have been. We're just gonna hang some pink, wall scrolls up. That counts, I guess. I need to go upstairs. I know how to read a map. Some days. Some days. Anyway, how is everybody doing? How has your week started? Has Monday been kinder to you than it has been to me? I mean, today hasn't been the worst Monday. It's just everything decided at 8 o'clock to break down. You know. Why do I feel like I'm going the most annoying... I'm not even going the right way for where I need to go, am I? Where am I going? I don't know. Where's the fucking... I was trying to do this without teleporting around. But obviously, I don't know this place as well as I'd like to believe I do. I'm gonna blame it on taking 2 weeks off. That's the only real explanation. Wait, what? Okay, we're gonna go back to the Adventurers Guild because I just ran in the complete and total wrong direction, apparently. Alright. What comes to mind when I think of Little Ladies' Day? I suppose this isn't exactly about the day itself, but it makes me think of the peach blossoms that always bloom this time of year. Whenever I see those flowers, I know the seasons come around once more, and then there's something so soothing about their coloration. I can't help but smile when I lay my eyes on those pretty pink petals. Okay. Speaking of weather, it was quite nice out here today. I didn't have the door open, but when I was out and about on errands, I did have the window down. And I could go out in just my hoodie and not die. Jolly citizen. Bulldog really comes alive this time of year. Why, just look at all the decorations strung up around town, and no one would dare miss the Songbirds' annual show. The entire city turns out to hear them sing. No other festival compares to Little Ladies' Day the Little Ladies' Day celebration. Not for me, at least. I don't know if that answers your question, but I hope it helps. It's funny how in the story they're frequently going on about how Ul'dah doesn't have the money for frivolous things or extra expenses, but we'll put up banners around town and shit. Little mobiles. You know, it's fine. We have time and money and resources for that, but dealing with our weird trade syndicates and their rule over the city with their money, nah, I can't deal with that. Gotta be tactful. No. God damn it! I've always dreamt of strolling through the streets on Little Lady Day wearing the most gorgeous gown I can find, like a proper princess, you know? Unfortunately, I don't have proper princess money, and that sort of dress usually costs a small fortune. No choice but to keep dreaming, I suppose. Oh, little bat. Cute. My memories of Little Ladies' Day are somewhat bittersweet. You see, there was a lass I once fancied. All I wanted was to dote upon her like the royal sin... What is this word? I don't have my laptop over here. I can't just look up, like, turn over and look up words. Seneschal. What is this word?
Seneschal.
Seneschal? The steward or major domo of a medieval great house. Oh, okay. Oh, like the royal seneschal would. I would have done anything to catch her eye. And when I did catch her eye, she didn't exactly like what she saw. No seneschal would be caught dead wearing that revealing subligar. I guess acting like a royal seneschal isn't good enough unless you look like one, too. Did that answer my question? I guess his question is that it's bittersweet for him because he got rejected by a lady. All he had to say was that. Instead of saying the word seneschal 3 times. 4? At least 3. Smells like soup in here again. I went out today to go on some errands. The main errand was to buy more meat for my soup. So I bought more meat and I threw it in the pot. And now it's over there simmering. And I added more carrots and potatoes. And it smells like soup. She told me to meet her at a place. And I don't know where that is. Ah, right. I don't know why I'm clicking on that. Like I expected to do something. Okay. Goldsmith's Guild. Yeah, smells like soup in here again. There's so much meat in this soup. It's ridiculous. I love it. The more meat, the better. Of course, one time my mom made soup, and it had a lot of meat in it, but the potatoes, she had French fried them, and they just fell apart, and you're missing, like, the good chunks of potato in there, and that was sad. Okay. How did you fare, darling? Glean anything insightful? Someone got rejected. I see, that is more or less aligns with what I heard as well. So many folks had their dreams of fashion grandeur dashed by oppressively expensive pricing. Not a new tale by any stretch, but a troubling one nonetheless. In that case, what if we were to put together an ensemble that's as alluring as it is affordable? Surely that would resonate with the audience. Yes, I do believe this will work. Just allow me to take some visual measurements first. I'll need a few yards of this, a spool of that. Alright, I'm ready to set to work. You just sit tight while I go assemble the ensemble. Ta-ta for now. Okay, bye. Where am I supposed to go? Wait at the designated location. And that is just right here, where everyone's staring. I like looking at everyone just stare at the same spot on the ground. It's a very interesting spot, this spot on the ground. I'm back, darling. At last our costume is complete. Not a single stitch out of place. Now all that's left is to win the walk-off. How are you feeling? Surely an experienced adventurer of your caliber doesn't get nervous in situations such as these. Should I be nervous? Wait, who's going to walk? Let's do that one. Huh? Don't be daft, darling. You'll be walking. Uh-oh. Oh, God. This whole time I thought we had a mutual understanding that you would be my muse, but that look on your face tells me you hadn't the slightest idea. It seems my excitement got the better of me once again. The trouble is, this costume is couture, darling. Tailor-made for your beautiful body. I hate to ask this of you at the last minute, but would you mind modeling my work in the walk-off? If it won't fit anyone else... Oh, bless you. I simply can't thank you enough, primarily because there's no time. I'll help you slip into your costume backstage, so just meet me at the venue and we'll go from there. Savvy? Okay, see you at the steps annulled, and don't dally. Okay, go. I'll meet you there in a fucking minute. Here's a fun story. I was in a fashion show once. I kind of had to do it. It was, around high school. I got a scholarship from, like, the sororists? Something like that. What's the word? It was a sorority, I guess, in the area. I don't know. It was some minor, like, scholarship from them. And they were doing, like, a dinner thing that was also a fashion show. So it's like the other people that won it, they also had to walk. And they had partnered up with this one clothing shop in the town that it was being held in. And I remember one day I had to go in and, you know, they picked out outfits for me to wear. And it's like, that was kind of fun. It was nice, like, wearing stuff, different from what I normally would wear. However, by the time the actual event rolled around, I had come down with a cold, but I was kind of like obligated to go. Because, you know, they gave me money in some extent. And I had to put on, you know, I had to put on a different face than what I was feeling, which was sick. And I remember having like a stuffy head and my nose was kind of runny, and they made me get dressed, changing all these stupid outfits, go up there, walk up and down the catwalk. I want to say I had fun with it, but because I was ill, I didn't. It wasn't like the worst thing, it's just I was sick, so that kind of puts a damper on things. There you are, darling. Your time to shine is finally here. Are you ready to strut your stuff? Oh, by the way, I prepared 2 ensembles for you. One inspired by the seneschal, and another inspired by the princess. Either should fit you just fine, but do you have a preference? Oh. Somebody pick. I don't know. Do they have a picture? It's not like I'm gonna get the outfit, I guess, but... Okay. It's like Major Domo stuff, so I don't know. It'll be funny, I guess. Fabulous! I'm slightly tuned up because I haven't done the content yet. Oh, fair enough. Fabulous. I'll apply a few finishing touches then. You just get ready to command the stage. I mean, it's fashion show, so that's fun. Wow, look at this crowd of 7 people. I bid you welcome and thank you all for attending our Little Ladies' Day celebration. Yeah, 7 people. Oh, there's 4 more back here. Before we commence with today's walk-off, pray permit me to introduce the members of our esteemed judging panel. First, we have the host of the Gold Saucers Fashion Report, the style-savvy superstar with a discerning eye and thorny tongue, Masked Rose. Next, we have the headmistress of the Goldsmiths Guild, the unrivaled artisan of exceptional accessories, Serendipity. And lastly, as the resident master of ceremonies, yours truly shall round out the panel. The winners of today's walk-off shall be awarded this resplendent crown. Enticing, no? It looks very tiny up there on that pedestal, but sure. Now then, without further ado, let us welcome our first pair of contestants. Yay. Do I have to go through multiple? Oh, okay. No, that's cute. I like that a lot. Ooh, score. I am not angry with this in the least. Oh, there's a monocle and everything. Yeah, okay. You look positively fabulous, darling. Oh, Maribel, you've done it again. Well, you just made a suit, but sure. It sounds like we're up next. This is it. Can I get this out? I would like this outfit, please. Next, we have our 8th pair of contestants. Ferdinand, modeling an ensemble designed by Maribel. Are you ready, Ferdinand? If so, then step forth onto the stage. They should have made this a mini-game where you had to do button presses so you don't fuck up your performance, but if everyone's just supposed to get the crown, they don't want you fucking it up. It just would have been funny. Maybe I just got my hopes up after playing Final Fantasy Remake. They make you do that whole thing, the dance practice crap for Cloud's dress and everything. I'm expecting more out of you, Final Fantasy. Oh, that's quite the unconventional combination. Color me imp- Is it? Is it? Is that unconventional? It's... The top looks like the best man's gear that they sell for attending weddings. The pants, shoes look new. Me too. It's such an inspired take on the theme. Is it? That mustache on your face looks silly, but I think we've talked at length how mustaches on Lalafell look a little silly. I'd like to thank you all for participating in today's walk-off. Each ensemble was a visual delight, which made this competition a joy to behold, but a challenging one to score. I'm gonna add a word there. A fine problem to have, I should say. I don't know, I'm a sucker for dress coats. That's all I'm gonna say. and monocles, and pocket squares, and gloves, and dress shoes. Anyway, yet after much deliberation, we have settled on our winning pair. First place in this year's, everybody gets first place. Maribel wins like a bazillion thousand times. Entry number 8. Okay, cool. Yay, we did it. Well, see, now I'm curious what the other one looked like. We witnessed many elegant ensembles today, but Maribel's was not lost among them. The panel was particularly impressed with the materials used. Appropriately gorgeous, yet surprisingly affordable. If you don't mind, Maribel, pray permit me to ask how it feels to emerge victorious today. Oh, it feels unreal. I can barely believe it. I'm not crying for this. Look at that. The poor girl is completely overcome with joy. And what about you for, fancy? This one. I had a feeling we would win. Yeah, no, actually it should have been that one, because, again, she's won how many times today? Indeed, your ensemble is worthy of not only approbation, but the grand prize as well. My sincerest congratulations to you both. Man, the top of my hand's really dry. That's not what he said, but it is. Now, before we bring the contest to a close, I have one more announcement. The stage will remain in place for the duration of Little Lady's Day. Okay, why? Oh. So they can just walk around on the stage. Now then, let us conclude by giving one more round. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Give me my crown! I like how our character is still doing poses down there. That's fine. I'm not against it one bit. Also, that's just how this game is. You pose. We did it, darling. We really did it. Yep, How many times have you won today? Part of me honestly believed my losing streak would never end, but you helped prove myself wrong. How many times have you won today? I couldn't have done it without you as my muse. I simply can't thank you enough. And I must thank you for the splendid showing. I know I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I just find it really funny that they have to make the Lalafell walk with... They have such a wide stride when they walk. And they have to do it to even remotely keep up with the taller characters, because their strides would, of course, be longer. It's just really fucking funny. I mean, I appreciate them trying to accommodate for it, but it's like, it almost makes it worse. Because they also swing their arms, I think, like, the appropriate swing to accommodate for such a stride. So it's really over the top when they're walking. Super over the top. Congratulations once again, you two. As promised, I now present you with your prize. And with that, I shall take my leave. Okay, bye. Oh, see, watch him walk off. Yeah, no, his arms go the same distance as his fucking legs. It's a little ridiculous. Here I still thought I might be dreaming, but now that I look upon this crown before me, the reality of our victory is finally setting in. And while I may still be but an artisan's apprentice, today's success has rekindled my burning desire to someday launch a brand of my own. So remember my name, darling. Okay. Oh, and speaking of style, you heard the Royal Seneschal say that the stage would remain open for the duration of the festival, yes? Well, it sounds as though Master Rose will be holding a special fashion check for all those interested. You've already proven yourself a more than capable model, so why not try envisioning an ensemble for someone else this time? No, I don't do any of the fashion shit in this game. And don't worry, I'll be more than happy to help. I'll be more than happy to lend you my expertise should you require any styling assistance. Okay, just give me my crown. Last time I went to a wedding in Final Fantasy XIV, I wore a Maelstrom dress uniform. I mean, that's what dress... No! I don't want to do it again! Stop! Running away. It's like, that's what dress uniforms are for. Where's the crown? I don't remember how to play this game, apparently. Hat? Which is... Where is it? My inventory. Why do I have all these? Where did these come from? Hold on. We need to go drop some shit off with my retainer. Am I going the right way? I am. Because I don't think... Oops. I put my straw hat on. My bad. Where's my... Okay. Where's my fucking crown? Yeah, I don't have enough space. Oh, fuck, I have these stupid weapon coffers still too. Okay. Oh, I think Aylin should... Yeah, okay. I think I need to talk to her anyway. Shit, why do I have all this stuff? Oh, this is mine. Okay, right. Where? That is not what I wanted to do. You need to hold on to these so I do not lose them, please. That is your job. What other stuff did I give you? That's pretty much it. Okay. I don't remember how to use my fucking thing anymore. Wait, where's your armor? No. A bunch of this shit I can probably get rid of. I don't know, I just haven't bothered to yet, obviously. What are these? Are these important? I'm trying to get rid of these. Why do I have this? Why do I have this shit? Well, there's gonna be a problem if I have to switch off to something. I probably won't be, but... yes, you can have that. You can hold on to that. This is old, I don't know why I'm keeping it, but you can hold on to that. Probably don't. I think I just have basic stuff in case I need to start a new class. I'm gonna have to come back if I want to level Gladiator at some point, because I'm just dropping everything in here that I think is related to it. I'm just gonna move the hats for now. Well, I guess you can hold on to that. Are there pants for the jester outfit we got a few weeks back? I don't remember what it was called. These ones. Okay, yeah. Hold on to those. Do they have shoes too? Pound boots? Yeah, hold on to those. Okay. But enough. Okay. Interesting. Equipped. Oh, it's cute. Oh, it's cute. When you have weapon coffers, I don't know why I'm going to open these. What do I get? When you have ones that you can't trade or anything, what are you supposed to do with them? Especially if they're items that you already have. Oh, but casting. Item comparison. Are these the same fucking thing? Uh, gloves. Are these? Oh, that's spell speed. I don't think I can use this weapon coffer. I think it gives me something I already have. Yeah. Say, I know it yelled at me before about it. What was that staff I just got? Oh, damn it. Oh, I should actually probably drop some of this crap off. It's in my inventory, isn't it? No. Yes? What? Oh, it's here. Is this Dreadworm staff any... It's... While the eye level's higher. But it's spell speed over direct hit. It's not? Okay. Alrighty, hold on. And before I go anywhere. Ooh, their coat is fun. I like their coat. You can hold on to... I should actually just get rid of that. Oh, wait, no, I'm keeping those for a reason. Well, I probably don't need... Why do I have this? Oh, I'm not that anymore. I'm just gonna drop them in here until I bother to take care of them. Anything that's probably my current class that's under my class level, I should probably not have in my inventory right this second. I don't know. Okay, we'll go do story stuff after this, by the way. I'll stop sticking around. I'm just making sure my... Where am I with white? 50? Okay, anything that's under that is going to get tossed over here for the time being, too. Why do I have, like, this... Why do I have multiples of some of these? Did I buy... Why is it that one of them I can sell and the other one I can't? I'll put my log tome in here. And whatever this is. And this. Another Mog weapon. Okay, whatever. This is fine for now. Okay, but... Oh, wait a minute. I should make her go do stuff. That's probably what happened, is I bought one, wanting to get stuff done faster, and then it just happened to be a reward later on. Because I've done that a few times. Annoyingly. Hey, what's this? What's this? Oh, okay. Let's update that. I just wanna, you know, cast a glamour on this to make it look like, What? I'm out of glamour prisms. What? Oh, no. I mean, that's fixable. I shouldn't be surprised. I just glamour everything to look like my current outfit. Because I'm perfectly fine with the black mage setup. Until I find something else that just catches my eye a bit more. Again, I don't do the fashion thing. And I frankly like the traditional silly black mage look. I want to wear my crown, damn it. I'm gonna do cutscenes today. I want to wear my crown. I need a fucking glamour prism. The only place I can think of getting them right this second is over here. That is not who I want to talk to. I need the quartermaster. Material... Yes? Two? Just wanna take some of these, because I totally need the seals. I don't. Okay. So, back to what I was doing. Which is making my hat look like a crown. I need to get rid of these fucking visors. Where the fuck? I don't... No, no, no! No, 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 no! Cancel! Shit! I glamored it to the wrong fucking thing. God damn it. Look what I did. Look what I did, because I can't read. That's not what I wanted. No! Do it again! Do it right! Fucking shit, I want my crown! Ah! Better! Thank you! Okay. Now, all the way back to Mordona. A clown crown. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Is my, what's the word? What's the word when you mix up letters and shit? Dyslexia? Is it that one? Okay. I don't even remember what the fuck the issue was. What were we doing last? Whatever, let's go talk to Minfilia and see what's going on. Should we also see what the fuck, Thancred's up to today? Thancred. Oh. Oh, he's still butt fucking drunk, that's right. Moonbreeder, you really should not encourage him. Flamen, stop giving Thancred drinks. He's a fucking disgrace. Okie doke. Dang, I'm really sad that they won't let me just jump on the desk. Okay, what's wrong? I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. Oh, that's right. We want to trap an Ascian soul in a crystal and destroy it before they can return to their non-corporeal forms or whatever. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. Oh, right, and we're still dealing with Shiva. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if that was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Well, you already did it, so... Lest you forget, antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. We're not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason. Hey, remember when we fought your grandpa a few weeks ago? Yeah, that was fun. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems, however, we all have the resources we need to address them in turn. It's weird seeing my character's forehead. Ferdinand in particular is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. I don't have a choice in the matter, but sure. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? Did she not hear about the grandpa thing? Like, doesn't she have his staff on the wall? Wouldn't she care a little bit about him being kinda back, even for a temporary stint? A little bit? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Ruban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the unforeseeable future, I would think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection? None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. You were just complaining about having too many responsibilities, but sure. Moonbraider's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over the tomes at the Waking Sands, and others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Ferdinand, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Elfin out in his braves with theirs. It would do much to restore the faith in the immortal flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Technically, I already do, but sure. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding. Oh, so you also know I can't say no. Okay, thanks, Elfinaud. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riol's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. You always have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Okie dokie. Oh, fucking desk. Does she actually ever do any paperwork at that desk, or does she just stand behind it and pretend like she does stuff when people aren't around? Oh look! Dancred's recovered a little bit. That was fast. How you doing, buddy? When one is in need of precious commodities, it helps to have friends in the right places. Fortunately, I am well acquainted with the charming daughter of a successful Ul'dah import merchant. Okay. What is this in relation to? Ida, what are you talking to him about? We needed a rare ore to modify the white ulcerite, and Thancred solved the problem using only his link pearl. I mean, it's great and everything, but where's the fun in that? Oh, okay. Flaunting his connections, as you do. Alright, let's see what our developments are. Hey, it's just, what's his name? It's Zell? It's Zell from FF8, right? It's just Zell from FF8. It's the mirror version of Zell from FF8. His hair on the front he's just combed the front bit of his hair down. It's just Zell from FF8. No, really, go look it up. It's just Zell from FF8. I'm surprised they remembered his name. Pleasure as always, Ferdinand. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it. Yeah, Zell. Sure. Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. I just said it. Right then. Oh, it's Zell with an eye patch. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons, what found their ways into refugee hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have the clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Don't know why I can't see secret. Brings to mind the merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Ferdinand, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Okay. It's just Mirror World Zell. Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you for it? Yeah, do it. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbird at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Alright, bye. It's just alternate universe Cell. I guess his tattoo's a little different. But, like, you just... That little tuft of hair on his head, you just puff that up a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. Let me ruffle your hair, I'll fix it for you. Okay. Bye. Wait, what am I doing? I don't need to walk. I can just probably teleport close. Dry bone. That's right. We're still trying to also figure out the... Or, I guess, Nail, who's causing... Or caused the riots a little while back. While I appreciate them having multiple storylines, like, going on at once, technically, if you take a break, sometimes it's easy to forget where one thread was left off when you go chasing another. Yeah, it's not bad. At least it doesn't get, like, monotonous with, like, the same thing for, like, ever. I do like the blue of these coats. Ferdinand, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Levier needn't have dispatched you hither. I cannot words today. But powerful men ever have a need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he had come to rely upon you without hesitation. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me for now. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cute. You're gonna run all the way there? Oh. Let's say, where's my fucking HUD? That NPC did something, I just don't know what. Where am I going? Now, are we meeting in the cave? What's going on in the cave? E is for dead. We're not gonna do it. Where? Oh, over there. Okay. Well, whatever. I had to come to this cave a lot for Black Mage advancements. Okie doke. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. Where? I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Once you dispose of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, okie doke. Bye again. Boy, he gets his cardio in. Running everywhere. That's boring. Fate? Fate? Where? Oh no, the Golden Fleet of Snurble? I'm gonna fight this thing because it's kind of funny or something to me. This used to be a person? Got turned into a puffball? What? Ow. Threw a rock at me. Oh no. Oh no. I can't use my shift commands right this second. I mean, I can if I actually press shift, but... Damn it, my shift button isn't working on my mouse properly. Fucking shit. I don't know why. I haven't played Overwatch in a little bit. I guess it doesn't reset on restart, but... Damn it. Having to actually press the shift key. How dare they? I don't know why it doesn't switch off my Overwatch, preset like it's fucking supposed to. I have it set up for that reason, and it just doesn't want to cooperate. Reaching down to press the shift key, how primitive. Hold on a second while I fucking punch my mouse. Can I get into the default, please? Okay, thanks. Fucking annoying. Okay. Who goes there? An adventurer? Damned fool, you should have never come here. Why? Maybe I was battling shit. You don't fucking know my life. Okay, that's better. Maybe I should set it to switch to default if I open up Final Fantasy XIV, so I don't have this problem. Because there's only 2 games that I even have short settings for, and that's Overwatch and 14, really. Well, only Overwatch technically. That's just because that button's for my push to talk. But believe you me, I don't want to talk to those people on a regular basis. Oh, I didn't even get to use my big attack. That was just me testing to make sure my shift button works. It does. Damn it, my chocobo kicked its death again. Oh wait, that's not who I need. Shit. I need to go back over here. Duh. I just see that quest marker. I'm like, that's where I need to go. Except it's not the quest marker I need at all. Ah, look at my bird. He's so cute. Bird in a waistcoat. I don't understand. What's this all about? Oh no. Trouble in the cave. Is Ilberd pummeling people in the cave and doing this in a questionable manner? This looks like in a questionable manner. I thought... What did you do? Should I not trust you, my guy? What the fuck's going on here? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out, but before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Levier will be most disappointed. I don't believe you? Damn it all, a golden opportunity wasted. I feel like you're staging this. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dusk white sellswords we suspect may be them. But we could have enlisted the... Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the Immortal Flames or the Brass Blades. Alas, we are here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapon, yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. I don't know why. I have trouble trusting Ilberd. I just do. Something about him doesn't sit right with me, and I'm not sure what. They'll join the first in their hunt for the Duskright sellswords. If the gods are good, we'll catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them to the Third's Yu Hase. He will take care of the rest. Alright. If you say so. Yeah, I'm not walking there. My water bottle's empty. Now I'm sad. I got cold in here in the last bit of time. I'm just now noticing. I was so worked up from my computer blue screening that I didn't notice when it started to do that. Where is he at? Go here. Wrong way. Down this? He has to be down this hallway, right? Yes. Oh, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. Are we gonna go through this every time I talk to somebody? You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Korthus. Now what brings you to us this day? Box for you. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilberd, you say. Understood. Once you've catalogued the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Riol stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly, Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'dah merchants. Whoever strives to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the cerulean processing plant. Time for the Fourth to earn their keep, huh? Fight well, Alian, for the freedom of all. Everyone's inexperienced and can't be trusted, but they need to be trusted, and I thought they were a bit better than this, but whatever. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution until we meet again. Again, I'm part of the Flames! Damn it! Oh! Ferdinand, a word if it please ye. Yeah, sure, Zell, what's up? Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't ye worry. Okay. I'm going to go look for Zell at the shops. I want to keep calling him Zell. You guys can't fucking stop me. What did Zell do in Final Fantasy VIII again? Was he a melee person? I honestly don't remember. I didn't play that much of Final Fantasy VIII. Alrighty, he's gonna tell me that something's up, right? Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle or the commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the burning wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. Well, I didn't interrupt anything. I was acting as a distraction, probably while he was doing something shady when I wasn't looking. Boy, I do like their boots. That's not quite how the first told it. These dusk whites they were chasing, the latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself. Not before the fighting started and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. Me too. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. Don't worry, Zell. I trust you. As if I've never deciphered a Mundy lender's books, or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking Gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days, the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I've had a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then. Best get back to it. See, I trust Zell here more than I trust Ilberd. Something is up. Ferdinand, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Yes, Tataru. Your presence is urgently required at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able. Alright. Why is it Tataru that's calling me, though? What? Reduce. Ooh. Experience gain is increased right now. Damn it. Anyway, off we go. Let's go see what's up with Tataru. If it's about her juggling again, I don't want to hear it. Sup. Thank you for coming so quickly, Ferdinand. We've a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indications. Oh. I don't know who you're actually referring to, but okay, at least it's not about her juggling. Alrighty, our guest is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Alrighty, to the solar. Why is the solar called the solar? Oh, this lady. Okay, yep. Oh, also, hi Urianjay. I see her here again. Still, I don't know.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Oh, nice. I don't have to read.
I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer.
He's busy. He literally just left to not be here.
The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
I don't know why. I don't like how they say Tataru's name. Tataru? I mean, I guess, but...
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
Dragons?
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragon Star burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers.
I was messing with dragons a few weeks back. That wasn't my fault, was it?
Not since the
I'm sure that's not connected,
the
but...
Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
That was pretty.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragon Star is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
Uh-oh. I'm sure it's fine.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragon Star portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life.
Don't jinx it! Knock on wood. Knock on that giant desk of yours, please.
Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgardsormr had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Sorry, I'm very distracted. I'm watching their idle animation because they have a lot of shoulder movement from when they breathe. I'm sitting here thinking about how much my shoulders move when I breathe. Because when we looked at Totoro there, her shoulders are moving crazy. Again, I don't know if it's just because they have to overcompensate for the Lalafel's proportions being different from basically everyone else's. It's just a really small little detail. It's driving me kind of crazy right this second.
Law is but a figure of speech.
So watch her shoulders roll.
Communicate in ways beyond our ken.
Now with her, you can see that her shoulders are moving quite a lot too. You see her armor here move. But with Totoro, it's like she's shrugging when she breathes. I guess everyone's kind of like that, actually. Minfilia doesn't seem like hers is as drastic. You can see it really well here on Moonbreda. I get it, it's an idle animation, I shouldn't be complaining about it. But if you were standing there and just breathing... I mean, I guess? Sorry.
It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgardsormr. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights.
Oh, so you're going to outside sources to go poke around with it?
Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you.
Yay.
Do you accept?
I don't have a choice. My character's going to nod no matter what.
You will not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
Fighting a dragon! Taking over the world.
Worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Oh, so yeah, fighting dragons. Nice face, Minfilia. You're doing your best, I'm concerned. I appreciate you. Okay, before I move, I know we haven't been going that long. Oh shit, I gotta read. Okay, I'll get out of this, and then I need to run to the bathroom. So, let's get through this. Forgive me if I state all which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. Cold and dragon-filled, apparently. As Urianger stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrius. I didn't catch how he said that. Former flagship of the Imperial fleet and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. What, are they just not going to refer to dragons as dragons? We're just going to use the term worm. Why is it worm? Because then I think of worms. I don't like the term worm for dragons. I guess it's a cool looking word. You got a W and a Y in there. But I'm not a fan of the word. Are they called worms and it's an alternate spelling of the word worm because like a long sea serpent-y dragon looks like a worm? Wait, is this what? 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius von Belstar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But then a dragon happened. But an unlikely ally came to... Oh, hello, Goody 20? And friends. Where was I? Oh, but an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgardsormr, the legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's ceruleum engines failed and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost too, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. Are you for or against this dragon? I'm very confused. Is the dragon good or bad? That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether from malms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emeric's wishes, our dormant allies have been standing watch over the keeper of the lake. It'd be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. But I want to see a dragon corpse! Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own task. There is much to be done and precious little time to do it. Okay. I want to see Dragon Corpse. I mean, I guess we saw Dragon Corpse the other day. But I want to see more Dragon Corpse. They keep going on about it. I really want to see it. We don't have access to that area, though. Do we? What are you talking about, Warlock? Is what? What is what? What? Okay, I guess we'll go talk to these people first. Wait, did I go the right way? Yes, I did. Sometimes my sense of direction fails me pretty bad. Never mind, it's just that I know where you are. Yeah, I'm in Mordona. No, I'm kidding. You mean story-wise? Is that a good or bad thing? Should I be worried? Where's the person I need to talk to? Technically, I need to talk to Ram... Is it just Rambros that they want me to talk to? It is. Sorry. I have crystals for him. Here, let's go throw these crystals at Rambros so he can tell me to go get other crystals, because I only think we have half the crystals he needs. How progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman's strongholds? Crystal 1 and Crystal 2. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I've seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Ferdinand. With these in our possession, we only lack the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zahar... How do you say this? Zaharak. The war camp of the Amalja and Thanalan, the latter in Nataland, the roost of the Axel and the hills of Korthus. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word. Okay. I'll just fly in and grab them later. We're not going to do that right now. Where? Ah. Wait, the Keeper of the Lake's that fucking close? What? What? No, that's just the quest name, right? No. What? Wait, where? That? That? Am I allowed to fly out to it? I guess that's a dragon tail. Oh, that? Okay. Yeah, I've been ignoring that every time I've come out here. I'm too busy looking at all the glowy crystals and the giant fucking tower. Not this. I mean, yeah, I guess you can call that a worm. It's very long. Alright. Sorry, I think after we did the binding coils, I know what a big dragon looks like. That's not a big dragon. That's a normal-sized dragon. Okay, anyway. Oh, you're fun. What is going on with your head? That's not what I came here to look at, obviously, but... Anyway. Okie doke. You. You're in luck, sir. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. As of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then. The Asgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again. Yup. Well, from here that seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurances they want, you'll have no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. I'm gonna go poke the dragon. Easier said than done, given the creature which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrius, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. It's a dungeon finder thing. Yeah. Alrighty. Not enough dungeon finder stuff. Well, I'm not going to queue it right this second, because I need to go to the bathroom. We have to wait. Oh, it gives Moogle stuff. Yay, Moogle stuff. How much Moogle stuff? Only 4 Moogle stuff. Ah, well, that's better than nothing. So let me run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And then we'll come back, we'll queue this up, and I guess we'll see about getting through this today. How bad is this one, Warlock? How bad is this? Keeper of the Lake. Shoulder. I slept on my shoulder, funny. It's been fine for most of the day, but occasionally it just bothers me. Is this another... Well, I guess this is still a Realm Reborn stuff, so I'm assuming it's just one of those things people just kind of zoom through, right? Zoom through it. But whatever. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oakley dokley, I'm back. Probably not that bad. I tend to think of all dungeons as about a half an hour. The question, as usual, is the queue time. Yeah, well, we'll see. 10 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. What we could do. Well, that's doing stuff. Because I can go nab these 2 crystals I need to get. So while I'm waiting, I'm probably going to eat this donut. I've been craving donuts lately, so I went to Dunkin' Donuts earlier. Got me a donut. Well, I got me 2 donuts, but I ate one of them earlier. What is your guys'... I think I've already asked about donuts. I'm not gonna ask about donuts again. But yeah, let's go nab these crystals real quick. If I can fly through the mountains properly, anyway. But they'll just teleport me in front of that after we get done with it, so I'm not too bothered for leaving. The thing is, like, well, unless everyone's just doing Praetorium or whatever right now for the max Moogle credits, at least the current dungeon is a Moogle one, so maybe it'll go faster just off that. I'd like to believe anyway. Just a little bit, you know? I didn't see anything too interesting in the items offered. But I think a lot of them might be mounts. A lot of whistles. Those are usually for mounts, right? So don't get me wrong, I like using my bird. Other mounts are cool though. I appreciate it when enemies don't aggro on me when I just randomly land in an area. Well, there are my crystals. I guess I can go do shit in the gold saucer that I've been neglecting. Go do daily cacpot and get my tickets rigged this week. Also, sorry, I'm eating on stream again. I'll eat this donut tonight, though. I don't want to wait. I'd hate it when donuts go stale. It's sad. Okay. Nope. I'll do this one. Come on, 2! Fuck! Run 1 and 2! Fuck! Oh, center one? Gross. Wait, I want 7, 8, and 9, right? 17. No. What? Yes. I want this anyway. Oh, good enough. I'll take second highest. We'll get my fucking tickets. Yeah, I missed the fucking thing. No, it's close to my other one. I'll just randomize it again. Sure. Good enough. I'm going to forget though. What else can I do real quick? Anything? Not much. Oh wait, I'm here. I can go sell those fucking triple triad cards that are taking up my inventory space. I almost forgot about those. I don't feel like going around to play for triple triad cards right now either, though. That one and that one. There we go. Do I want to buy some cards and then get disappointed when I don't get anything good out of the packs? No, I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy cards. I might have jinxed it by saying I was hoping this would go a bit faster because it's Moogle point thing, but can't do chocobo races while I'm in Duty Finder. I can't do other things in Gold Saucer while in Duty Finder. Already checked in with the squad. My retainer is busy, so no point in checking in on her. My other retainer isn't assigned a class yet because I wanted a certain class for him and I'm not high enough level in it for him to do much. Well, no, because he can gain his own levels as that, right? Is that how that works? I just did those. I failed the first two times. My third one I got my 3600. There's a retainer bell around here somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Where's the retainer bell? I should use my fucking map. Oh, never mind. Okay. Ooh, okay, that looks fun. Oh, shit. Forgot I was in the free company chat. No, I did a bad. I didn't look up what I'm supposed to be doing in here. Oh, crabs! Giant crab! I'm just gonna follow everyone else and hope they know what they're doing. They probably do. Oh, I'm not targeting things. Oh, they're just running ahead. I'm gonna fall behind again. I just want to drink my milk. Oh, we're just pulling everything? Oh, okay. That's fine. We can pull everything, I guess. is that circle? Is that a safe circle to stand in? It doesn't look that safe, so I'm not standing it. Oh. Okay, wasn't targeting it. Good. Ooh, giant total. Nixes are fun, because they're weird giant froggy things. They suck though, because they'll just pull you to them. But they're fun. People in the FC tonight are very chatty. I saw that the Moogle thing, by the way, Warlock, runs until the next patch. What do you know if there's anything fun coming in the next patch? Not that I'm anywhere close to doing anything that's current expansion related. I don't know why I'm casting Thunder on repeat. That was bad. I don't know where I'm supposed to be standing. Is this a thing that we need? Am I supposed to be hitting those towards him? Do we want the bird thing to pick up the tank? Or is this one of those fights where it's better if we just focus DPS? Like, do these blow up? Does he use them as weapons? I see he is holding a thing. Knock the tanks away? Oh, okay. Oh, is it to avoid his, like, fire attack? Or something? Do they explode when they're hit by that? Again, I was bad and I didn't look up mechanics. Oh, jeez. Well, they can hit things away. They're faster at it than I am. Okay, they just exploded. Also, there's some quality of life stuff coming up, I think. Oh, okay. Like, I'm trying to get through stuff, but even if we're just focusing story things, they still take a little while. Oh shit. There's something behind me exploding and I can't see it. I'm not gonna die, but I don't like it when there are things exploding behind me. Woo! Like that. Oh, treasure. Is this ring good? Whatever. Oh, it's a ring of healing. Yeah, I do feel bad. Like, everyone in my free company is at places where they can actually do stuff in game. Or late game. It's like, they have all these events. And sure, they'd be fun to do. But I'm in no position to do them. Do I want to use this terminal? Oh great, the fucking Garlean alarm noise. I hate that noise. I find it fucking obnoxious. Oh no, we're just pulling shit. I hate the alarm noise. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oops. I'm bad in some games. I don't usually read patch notes. And it's even bad right now considering, again, I'm just so behind on everything that I don't feel like it completely applies to me right this second. That's a bad way to like look on it, but it doesn't at the moment, so I'm not entirely wrong. They're adding the ability to do AR dungeons with NPCs, but you're almost done with those. I don't know if I would enjoy that though. If it's anything like how they make you do command squadron missions, I hate doing those because you gotta babysit the NPCs. I mean, yeah, you have to command them for obvious reasons. You're the commander in those instances, but I kind of hate doing them. So if they're set up like that, I don't know if I'd be keen on it even if I wasn't done with these. I mean, it's nice for people that don't have other people to help them with, I guess. With them, I guess. But yeah, we have like, what, 2 more main quest lines? I mean, I still have to sit through Crystal Tower stuff. I don't know how long that's gonna take. I like how there's still an active gunship in this airship that's been knocked down for how long now? Why do I have a feeling I don't want to be on this side of the arena? This doesn't feel safe. I'm gonna group up with everybody else. If you want to get targeted... Oh, if you get targeted, I must say... Why would I want to be targeted? Oh, I already used that. Fuck. Is it really a problem, though, to get people for AR dungeons? ARR dungeons, even? I mean, yeah, I have to wait a bit of time here and there, but it's not like I have to wait all day, I suppose. Maybe my patience level's just different. Why did I fucking shift there? Maybe my patience levels are just different. I mean, I guess it's a problem if I'm doing stuff on stream, but it hasn't been the absolute worst. Shit. I went to the wrong side again. Oh. I'll bait it to the wall. Why am I baiting it to the wall? Oh, like that. I see. Well, this is not a... I'm in a very bad place. Okay, never mind. But okay, I see. Bait it to the wall so it's not covering more of the center platform. That makes sense. No, not in the right thing. I don't know why I keep fucking shifting. I don't need to be transposing as much as I fucking was. I was just having fun pressing that button. Oh, I didn't agree on that shit. Yeah. No, what? Oh. Ah, shit. Oh! Did our tank die or something? Where's everybody going? Did our tank die? Is that what just happened? Not a problem. What's going on? Okay, somebody is biting the dust or something. Target the big thing. Oh. Oh, I just died now too. Okay. We should just regroup. That seemed bad. Okay. I thought things were going okay, and then everything just kind of went bad. As you do. I don't know why we didn't just wait. I guess they're doing better this time, it's fine. Oh, really? Yeah, that place sucks. Why are they turning that off? Just because it's slow and obnoxious and nobody likes it? See, that was one of the dungeons I did recently with, when I say recently, I mean the most recent dungeon I did with the command squadron stuff was that dungeon, and oh my god, it's so fucking slow, because one, I forgot where the stupid photo cells were, and of course my NPCs aren't gonna know where the fuck they are. And just, you're going through at a molasses pace because of the fucking goo. Yeah, fucking, it's the worst. Well, that's nice, in case you have to do it for whatever reason. Is it safe to be polling as much as they're polling? I mean, if they're comfortable with it, fine, but I'm standing in an area I don't want to be in. Also, for the final boss here, have your dancing shoes on. Turret characters like myself don't dance very well, but I'll try. Oh, dragons! See, when the ad shows up, kill it quick. Okie doke. These dragons look like they're just taking a nap.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
The corpse is talking! It's a zombie dragon! Oh god! Did I do that? Oopsie. Yeah, not a great place to be a caster, I feel that pain. Ah, it's my choice, I'll deal with it. My friend's boyfriend complains all the time about how casters are the worst because you're stuck as a turret and you can't do anything and blah 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 blah. You have to hear it about it. You have to hear it from him all the time. It's like, oh, leave me alone. Talking about these ads, right? Oop. Damn it. I just feel like they're going very slow right now, and I'm not sure why. Or is it the other ad? No, these are more sub-bosses. Okay, I think I saw it and I completely missed it. I saw it off in the distance. Am I supposed to be helping with something here? Yeah. Something was going on and I missed it. I missed it amongst the light shows, the other dragon, and the big dragon. You know, forgive me. Why am I still casting Blizzard like an idiot? I'm part of the big dragon now, right? Ooh. Oh, they got some fun piano stuff going on here. Ooh, what is that? That's like danger. That was danger is what that was. Gross. Okay. Okay, okay. Get in the danger zone. Don't want to stand in that. Don't want to stand in that at all. Skill ad makes dome, dome protects. Oh, okay. Ow. Damn it. I would have been fine if I just waited like that last couple of milliseconds. Probably. Oh, what the fuck? No! Oh, these dragons have no chill! I mean, they're casting ice, sure, but they have no chill! Absolutely no chill, goodness. Okay. Hey, why am I not targeting the Mirage Dragon again? Yeah, I just completely keep missing the ads. I'm too busy looking at the floor so I don't die to something stupid. I probably wouldn't. Oh shit. Oh! I was not in a good place for that. I'm not doing well. Oh shit. But again, I'm not dead, so that is a plus in my book. Okay. Fucking dragon. Oh, chill. Okay, bye-bye, dragon ghost. Zombie dragon, dragon ghost. Yay, dragon's dead? I don't know. Something. Healer. Oh, the healer left. Okay, I guess our other. Oh, everybody's left, have they? Oh, no one ever hangs out. You're doing pretty good for a first time. I can be okay with dodging things. I'd like to think.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
The zombie dragon's still talking. Uh-oh. It's doing shit again.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
You don't have much else to do. I would say you don't have much else to do, but you did just attack us. Did we have were we supposed to talk to him? Were we supposed to come up here and appease the zombie dragon corpse thing?
Guided by a star.
Are you amused?
My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn.
Oh, cool. We did nothing to stop this today.
Must answer for their father's misdeed.
Yeah, it's sins of the father. Great.
We do not forget. We do not forgive.
Okay, this dragon has some issues. You're an idiot.
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus.
Well, poop.
Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end.
I don't like this dragon. This dragon's kind of crap. What was that?
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, noble creature is not gifted, but chosen. Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
I'm a little confused. What is going on here? Are we gonna have flashback for dragon?
Fear not,
What?
mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Does the dragon respect the crystal goddess mommy lady? That's what we're gonna call her. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just don't like this dragon. Being a butthole. Oh, Jesus. I'm not gonna harm you. I'm just gonna shoot you with this light spear. It's fine. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. Oh, we gotta talk to the crystal again, do we? Yeah. We're in our alchemy circle. Is that a good thing that just happened? That doesn't look like a good thing that's happening. Is it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now they're boring looking. Oh no! It just ate all the negative energy out of the Chaos Emeralds. They still have the positive energy in them though, and you can use them to become supersonic and defeat perfect chaos. Go ahead, do it. That's what they looked like after they got the energy drained out of them. They're gray and boring! Uh-oh. Our circle broke. Our circle broke. How are we supposed to fix that? Are we screwed?
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker.
I didn't say that. I'm just... my circle broke.
Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine.
Okay, that's just semantics now, sir. So shut the fuck up. You broke my circle, and that means fucking something.
But strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
But why?
Thou
So does this mean I'm no longer the warrior of light if I don't have the blessing of Hydaelyn? I don't like this dragon. This dragon's a butthole. Oh, we got a baby dragon though. Oh, look at it. Can I keep it? Do I get a baby dragon?
The covenant binds me to thee.
What? I'm confused. What's happening?
I shall watch, listen, and wait.
Is this baby dragon a spy?
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will.
I think we need to go talk to Menphilia. I don't know what's happening.
That which lieth beyond his grasp.
Huh?
I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life.
Can I just say I love the piano going crazy in the background right now?
When
It's great.
hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice.
That doesn't sound good. So you are going to make a comeback, are you? Menphilia!
Dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
Menphilia, the dragon broke me or something. Something happened with the dragon. I should never have come up here. Now I got this leech following me or something. Oh, it's just gone now. Okay. I feel like that wasn't a good thing that just happened, was it? You may now summon Midgar Summer by selecting the corresponding entry within your menu guide under character in the main menu. But why would I want that? Is that a good thing to have? Summon Midgar Summer. Not the big one, the little one. Father Dragons, Keeper of the Lake. Bane of this, the 14th Legion. While it's difficult to believe the long pump could be any of these things, he assures you his current form is only temporary while he awaits the reconstruction of a new corporeal vessel. But why? Why do I want that? Oh, I did not know I got back on my bird. I thought I was already on it for some reason. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? But you shouldn't waste time talking to me. Elfinod left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Okay, they're not gonna probably be happy with the news. I'm gonna talk to Rambros real quick, then we'll go turn this in, and then we'll wrap up. But Rambros is already over here, and I have his stupid crystals. Hi. Ferdinand, it's good to see you. Tell me, were you able to... Yeah. Here's your crystals. I kind of got bigger issues right this second, but you can have them. Wonderful, with all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we'd be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there's another step which we must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are little use to us in their present form. If they are to be reflected... If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower defenses, they must need to be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. Okay. I will pick that up later. When we get closer to it, we'll deal with that. Let's go talk to Menphilia. I'm sure she's gonna be delighted to hear what the fuck happened with the Tower Dragon. Sure, it's not a problem at all. I feel like it's a problem. It feels like it's a problem. A lot of things here feel like they're an issue. The big dragon I went to go face, you know, he didn't steal my crystal goddess fucking blessing, but the zombie dragon or fucking raptor on the ship did. Menphilia, Elfinod, the dragon did shit. I don't think anyone is going to be happy about what just happened. Knock knock. Hi. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I'm something. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Merrick's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report. Okay. Damn it, they're making me read. You converse with Midgar Somer. I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Wormlord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Oh, okay. I guess airships could be doing shit in 15 years. Fine. Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. You're just taking a nap. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. That's what he said. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Merrick immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgar Somer in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. Oh, everyone on stream. Secret. Quiet. Are we talking about my crystal thing? My circle broke? Is that not a problem? As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Merrick's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is this not a problem? Is half of the things that happen not going to be addressed right this second? Or are you going to say something, Minfilia? Oh, we didn't tell them! Is it because we're afraid it's going to break everyone's resolve because everyone's just really happy when I pop up as the Warrior of Light? Are we doing it for their own sake? I feel like they should know because they kind of throw me into things because of that title. We're just gonna let Minfilia sit there with her mouth open. Is there something you're not telling us, Ferdinand? You seem different somehow. It's almost as if you're missing something important. We didn't tell them. I'm fine. Oh, okay. He does actually tell her. 12 for Finn. Midgar Zomer stripped you of the blessing of light. Are you alright? How do you feel? I don't know. Okay, nod. Whatever. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. I mean, I got stabbed by a weird dragon spear of light is weird, but yeah, I'm fine. Physically. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgar Zomer made a mention of a covenant, did he not? Yeah, I have a baby version of him. Do you want to see it? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Oh god. Altharic and Nymenia, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgar Zomer ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods of whom he treated, but Hydaelyn herself. Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Can't I ask the baby one that I have? I have a baby. Am I not divulging my baby, Midgar Zomer? Does no one want to see that? I'm pretty sure if I had that around the Ishgardians, they wouldn't be very happy. It's technically a dragon, and they don't really take kindly to those. Okay. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure this is a big deal, but I feel like it's not being touched on. Oh, now you fucking pop up. You stupid goddamn dragon. Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Okay, I get you're making a point. I can't just rely on the goddess's protection to get me through life. I look very upset. Okay. Those are very deliberate footsteps. Goodness. Anyway. I'm gonna be mocked by a baby dragon this next bit of time, am I?
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
Yep. Totally. What's that head nod for, Alphanod?
Thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other.
One of the two in Eorzea? You know of others?
The Dravanians are coming.
Are Dravanians just their term for dragons? Can they just call them dragons?
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this is a bigger deal than you're making of it, but...
And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened.
They're gonna need something.
I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises.
I thought he said that you were allowed to do that.
I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Mm-hmm. So, like, without the Blessing of Light, does that mean that I'm, like, subject to the problems of tempering? Do I not have the Echo anymore? Is that the same thing as the Blessing of Light, or is that a different thing? Like...
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Because you shouldn't be. Because that's a really stupid assumption to be making. On her part, not on yours. Ow. You're correct in assuming that things probably aren't going to go the way she thinks they're going to go. Oh, hi, kitty. What? No, that is my arm. Come here. Oh, you're heavy. Come say hi? You come say hi? Huh? We're ending. Say hi? Come here. Say hi? No. You're just camera shy, aren't you? Camera shy. Anyway. Well, no. Is this check a finishing thing, right? Yes. My big boy. Yeah, okay, that's gonna finish this part. Let's finish this real quick. Actually finish it, and then we'll be done. The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, they nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. They are, probably. Although it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Okie dokie. I'm sure nothing will go bad. Anyway, for now, we're gonna leave it here. We will worry about dragons and other things later. But for now, I'm going to end it. Sorry it was a shorter stream, because I had some technical difficulties. Hopefully I can get those ironed out so we don't have problems. No real new announcements still. Second night of... Sorry, there's cat forever. Second night of the Nuzlocke is Wednesday. Pokemon Legends on Thursday, and more Celeste on Friday. So, yeah. I did get my convention schedule up on the Discord. Just not the calendars yet. Soon I'll get those up. Anyway, for tonight, that's going to be it for me. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Until I see you next, take care, stay warm, or stay cool if it's starting to get hotter in your area. I doubt it's getting that hot, but never know. And I'll see you guys all later. Okay? Okay. Bye-bye.